club is about. It's all about, teamwork and motivation for people to join.
Okay, your main job as a membership chairperson is, it's kind of self-explanatory. You deal with membership. You not only deal with applications and fees that come in, but you try to seek out for more students. You try to go to classrooms. You try to, gather people around and make sure that people get letters, people get emails. Make sure that you stay in contact with members and the like. So I do think you're a very how do you call it, outgoing person. But you do need to be comfortable with talking to people and convincing people and stuff like that. So
I also have something to say. Being in the position now, you might get crazy with all the papers and all the people are not exactly responsible. So I think you need to take upon yourself to be organized and make sure that to be dependable, to be like, okay, they give me the papers. If they give them to me, I'm not going to lose those papers. If you're going to be the only one in office running for it, you have to be, okay, you give me those papers, you have to make sure that it's very organized, and it can drive you a little nutty, but you just have to make sure, that it's one of those positions that takes, to be on point in everything that you do, but
yes. I'm very organized. When it comes to, filing papers, I can create things, I know, there's supposed to be some type of folders I have to create and make sure all the applications are there and all that stuff. I've dealt with those kind of things before. So I know it can be crazy, but I'm a very organized person. I can do it.
Yeah, I'll add something to that. A membership chairperson is actually, I think, one of the only officer positions that we have that really involves all the officers. Hence what she says it could get crazy, because you could be the most organized person, but maybe your service person or your scholarship person isn't, and people come constantly throughout office hours dropping applications, and they're going to be the ones that are receiving it, because you're not going to live at that office. I mean, it'd be great if you did, but you're not. So
you can always consider.
Yeah, vamos a. So it involves pretty much everybody. So just whatever you do, my advice is make sure that you let everybody know, all the officers, that this is where everything goes. Make sure you stick to it, and then it'll make everybody's job easier, your job easier, because you're the head of the whole membership person. I also think you're a good candidate. And how would you, I don't want to sound like Miss Simon here, but how would you deal with an issue if, let's say, you have problems with certain applying members, saying that they, lost papers, or officers that are not really helping you out very much? How would you take that?
Well, first of all, the best thing is communication, as you stated earlier. So, first of all, I think I just have to start with something like have a place where I know the papers should go. Okay, so if I'm like, okay, this is like a folder or something, and that's where, if I'm not here, somebody return the paper, that's where it should go. So if an officer, does not follow that direction, it's communication. Just talk to them, and just talk how that member will feel like, they bring the paper in, they fill all that paper out, and then they return, and you're looking for the paper, you cannot find it. If you was in that person's position, how would you feel? It's not supposed, because we should care about each other. If there's if somebody gave you a paper, okay, you cannot just throw it anywhere when you know it's important. You should you look out for each other, basically. I'm not here, you look out for me. Somebody, the scholarship person is not here, and somebody come, you look out for each other, and communication is the main key. Once you have communication, there should be no problem.
Okay. Thank you.
Any questions?